Okay, welcome back everybody. Once again, I am Hyo24, and this time we have James Bond Jr. And joining me today is my good friend MC Aaron Ice.
What's up?
So, Aaron has never seen this run before, so he's going to be coming in with some really hot commentary. But,
I mean, it's a speed run. I've seen a speed run, so
yeah,
seen one, you've seen them all, right?
We've seen them all, yeah. So we're just going to go fast. That's the key in this run. We just go fast. Just to let everybody know, this game, there are two categories. One is any percent, and the other, which we're doing today, is any percent one loop. And what that means is when you play the game and you beat the game, it sends you all the way back to the beginning, and you have to play the game all over again to get the true final screen. There's no change between the first and second loop, except for some of the health pickups don't give you as much health. But
where'd they get that idea?
I don't know.
Sounds familiar.
It does, doesn't it? Also, there are no continues in the second loop, where in the first loop, when you lose all your lives, you can continue exactly from the spot you're at. So it's kind of a cheap speed run if you just try to run through without killing anything. So we have put the password in to start the second loop. We will get the timer ready, and we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. And we'll skip the cutscene. All right.
So if you game over,
if I game over, which is possible now.
high drama. This is high drama right here.
Yeah.
That guy is enormous.
He is, but you know what? Our little guy can jump 15 feet in the air, so we're good. Right off the bat, we're just doing some damage boost to skip some parts. And I'm screwing them up. So we don't have to go up the left side, which saves about 5 to 10 seconds, but still fun. Junior here starts with the gun because, you know, every high schooler has to have their gun in this world. But he picks up a scuba suit. Okay, honestly...
Like James Bond Jr.
You know, I have never played that game before.
It looks like you have now.
Honestly, I have started really bad, and I definitely need to concentrate a little bit more, as I've already died. When you're in the water and you die, you go back to the last place that you got air, so that's why I made sure to just get air when we first came in.
It's true in real life as well, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if you die in the water, you can float to the top. I mean,
oh, yeah, that's a good thing.
I see where they got that idea.
So I'm going to take it a little easy on this run because I've already shown that, or at least with Golf Grand Slam, I buckle under the pressure. I that's serious. I'm terrible at pressure.
Whoa. Where?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about the only skip in this game. So on a ladder, what am I doing? On the ladder, if you hit down and immediately hit up, you can keep climbing the ladder, even if there's no ladder there. So this game has glitches. So I should make another category called glitchless too. So
you can't do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen a lot of speedruns, and I think that ladders must be the most difficult thing to program in video games. I mean, everything revolves around ladder glitches or stairs.
Yeah, that's true. Or switching characters next to a wall. So one thing that I definitely have not explained is in this first level, they are trying to shoot off some rockets. So Junior here is going to do some puzzles to stop those rockets because, you know, when you build a rocket, you want to make sure the only weakness is a slide puzzle. I mean, That's like common knowledge, right?
I guess maybe James Bond Sr. doesn't know how to do puzzles. Is that why he wasn't sent on this mission?
Honestly, I mean, he's probably, you know, back home after a mission with his lady. I mean, he doesn't have time for these puzzles. So these first 2 puzzles, not that hard. They're like three movements. And we have 3 puzzles left, which are absolutely 100 times worse than these. So,
are they the same? Are they the same every time?
They are. They are. So I have them all written down, which means we don't have to worry about that. All right. Remember how I said...
Are notes considered a tool? I mean, is that tool assisted at that point?
It is a tool assisted run. That's true. I don't... You know, if I ever got into a GDQ, I literally would be that guy who's like cupping a piece of paper, you know, while the run's going, being like, how do I do this again?
Oh, I absolutely would have notes. I'd be terrified not to. I don't know how you guys do it.
I mean, you expect to learn all of this stuff? So, on the death count, normally I die a second time to these Maui. I think they're called Mauis. You might have to correct me on that here in a minute. Up here. Oh, sorry. I also forgot to talk about the game. So now we have bombs. We have flashbangs. We have... Do we have anything else? The scuba suit.
What about those sneakers?
The sneakers are not... Oh, crap.
They have power. They have power up. They look pretty nice. They look like those ones that Marty McFly gets in 2015.
That's true. Well, I mean, look how high we're jumping. So
probably, yeah, that actually does explain it.
Yeah,
they're probably the same universe. They're
probably from Q. So, or I think he's IQ in James Bond Jr. For those of us that watched the cartoon back in the late '80s, I mean, who definitely remember it to this day, right? Yeah. So you kill those things with bombs, just trying to watch out. Basically, we are trying to conserve our bombs for later in the game, so we don't want to use them on every enemy, but there are also some enemies like those guys where if we were to use our gun, it would take twice as long. Here we want to make sure to blow up these bombs so that we don't accidentally trip them. And now we'll just try to not get hit too many times. Because as you can tell, I'm not doing a good job at that. So we're going to do the ledge right here. Oh, we almost didn't get hit. Alright, so...
I'll let you do this. I'll let you concentrate on this puzzle.
So here it is.
Oh, is that the video game nerd right there?
A, right, up, A, right, B, up, B, up, A, right, down. That's the easier one. So that's not too bad. But could you imagine memorizing that for a GDQ? That would not be fun.
Those look like the Angry Video Game Nerd. Like, there's a boss fight just like that, I'm telling you.
You know, I'd never played that game. I mean, I have seen, like, videos of it, and it does look a lot like this game. So
You mentioned 2 video games, and you haven't played either one of them. I'm starting to question your gameplay choices here.
Well, you know, I stick with the good games, like, you know, James Bond Jr.
Yeah. So I've noticed that there's only one other person who has a run on the leaderboard for this. So is this all this routing? Is this you? Did you route this game yourself?
Yes and no. Like, I did not route the full run. Somebody has a task of this game, and I borrowed heavily from that. But I did update their task run, which was done many years ago. Oops. With some new strats. I forgot to switch. So we're gonna flashbang this guy, so he just sits there and takes our bombs. But yeah,
Looks like Gargamel. Mech suit.
When I first got into this game, there was only one runner on the board. I don't remember his name because we had to delete him from the board because he was using turbo. Because, you know, you shouldn't be using turbo.
Ah, so that's how you got the world record. You just clear the board.
Yeah.
Another
Exactly.
tested time and true strategy.
But to be honest, his world record at the time was 2.5 hours using turbo, and my world record now not using turbo is like 1 hour and 20 minutes or something like that. So, and that's for the full game, not just the one loop. The one loop is 36 minutes, which was like an amazing run that I probably will never do again.
Or anyone else.
That's actually probably true. I'll tell you what, if anybody out there wants to run this game, you just call me and I will walk you through every single part of it, because it would be nice to have somebody run it with me. But I still like it. I mean, it's a fun game. It really is. I mean, there's some cool aspects to it. Each board is different. Each board has different, like, weapons that you get, as well as different puzzles. Like right here, this is, if you keep the guy up closer to the top, he can't hit you. But I am not doing a good job at that. Oh, I also forgot. James Bond Jr. has one thing that James Bond would never have. He gets to carry around nukes. I mean, when did you ever see real James Bond carrying around nukes?
Well, we haven't seen the latest movie yet. You never know.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so here we go. B, B, up, B, down, A, left, 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 A, left, left, A, left, A, right, right, B, up, right, right, down, A, down, A, left, up, A, right, B, down, left. There we go. See, not too bad.
I was just going to suggest that, and then you just talked right over me. I was going to tell you those
exact
inputs. I mean, I saw the puzzle. I knew how to do it. I've been watching this whole time, so I understand.
But yeah, like, when I learned, like, I played this game casually first before I did a speed run, and I was stuck on those puzzles for like 10 minutes, each one of them, just like, what am I supposed to do here?
The timer stop? I noticed there's a timer before these nukes go off. Does it stop when you're on the puzzles?
No, it does not. So once that timer goes to 0, you automatically lose. And yeah, while the puzzles are going on, that timer is still going. Oh my god. There's yeah. That fish got in my way, and because my last breath was all the way back at the beginning, I have to go all the way back there. And as you notice, you only have so much breath in your scuba suit, so you need to refill with those air pockets too.
I see, that's that number counting down there.
Yeah. Surprisingly, the number doesn't count down when you're not in the water, so that's good. But really, who's wearing a scuba suit when they're not in the water? So we're gonna flashbang this guy.
If you're not in the water and you're still breathing through your oxygen tank, you've probably got other problems.
That's true. So right now, we're just going to our last puzzle. We're gonna take some safety health up here. Alright, so make that a little bit faster. So we're gonna kill this guy. Instead of skipping him, we're just gonna kill this guy so that he gives us some health, which I didn't realize we didn't even need. Oh, another thing about this game too is to change the weapon, you have to hit down and select. So
love it.
I mean, like,
Every game you have to be able to. When they only had those 4 buttons, they had to come up with something. And every game they came up with a new one, a new way to do it.
Oh no! Ah! All right, here we go.
B up, L,
A,
B,
right,
A,
B,
down,
B,
B,
down, A, right. B up, right, down, B, down, left, down, A, B, down, B, down, A, left, B, up. Honestly, when I'm doing this practice in my home, I still say it out loud, so that's nothing new there. Alright, so we're gonna skip a cycle here by waiting to go past that so we can jump over this guy and then jump over him again. And that way we don't have to wait for it to go all the way around. So the big tech that I use to get the world record, 2 of the boards have skips. If you know how to use your nukes perfectly. And one of them is right here. Normally you go up here and you go to the right and you have to hit a switch. What I do instead is skip the right side and use a nuke to hit the switch later on.
You're disabling nukes and yet you have them yourself.
I mean, I guess they're just bombs, but I call them nukes. Alright, so this is the hardest skip in the game right here. So we have to get under this guy, which we're not doing. Alright. There we go. And we're just gonna take a death. That's alright. So we basically just have to wait for this guy, and there we go. I didn't want to lose that life, but we can deal with it. We just have to play a little bit safer. Again.
Break from the Smurfs.
Yeah. So here it is. So that switch over on the right, we just use a nuke to deactivate it. And here's our first of 2 bosses in the game. It's just a totem pole. And I'm not joking. There's only 2 bosses in the game. Alright. So we'll just wait till he comes around. We're gonna use 1, 2, and now we just shoot our gun at him.
Totem poles are known for this.
Yeah.
This is what I think of when I think of totem poles.
Well, I mean, they're spiritual. I mean, they probably come to life when we're not looking.
True.
Alright, we really don't want to lose a life here, so I'm just going to take it easy. But also, we need to pick up the nuke that one of these guys are going to drop.
Is that a 1-up?
No, that is invincibility. Alright, we're good. It is literally the worst invincibility in any game ever, because as soon as you take a hit, you lose it. So, what it's invincible for, I don't know.
Oh, so it's like an extra hit point.
Basically.
Or something. Yeah. That really doesn't. Yeah, that really doesn't make. I was like, how could it be worse than Castlevania's? But no, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. We're just gonna go down here and kill this guy to get our gun back. Our gun.
I was told. I was told by Virus Returns that this game has really good music by a well-known person, and just because of our setup right here, I can't actually hear the music. So, if you could sing it for me, Hyo.
Okay.
It would go a long way. Man, yeah, that is pretty good.
Honestly, I really like this music, and he has done, or he did do a lot of other NES games, and it's all kind of in the same style.
I happen to know he did the Ferrari game. I mean, that's just something I know that nobody told me that earlier.
Oh yeah,
I just knew it. Yeah.
So in level 2, we have safes that we have to crack, and basically the safes are random. Oh, I'm gonna die. Come on, there we go.
Oh man, that chicken robot had your number.
So the numbers on the safes are completely random every time. Crap. But the whole point of the safe is whatever number they start on, you have to go to a corresponding number. And I keep hitting start instead of A.
How are you supposed to know these codes?
You're not. That's the thing. In the game, there's nothing that tells you. You just have to figure out which go to which. But they always stay the same. Like, if it's a number 1, you change it to a number 8. If it's a number 2, you change it to a 9. If it's a number 3, you go to a 1. So, you never really... I mean, as long as you write them down, you always will remember them. But there's nothing in the game that tells you those codes. Also, what I just did is I skipped the whole left side again and used a nuke to hit the switch that opened the elevator to let us in. So I skipped a lot of gameplay and just hit it with a nuke.
Would you say that these are safe strats?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
They are safety strats, yes.
Oh, safety. Okay.
I gotcha.
That's all right. It's all right. No, it's not worth getting.
Hey, you can't blame me. I'm halfway focused.
You're speed running a video game, yeah.
Yeah, I'm running a speed.
I'm trying to keep that in mind. That is a huge boombox. Oh, it's a couch.
It's a couch. Literally. All right. So yeah, 7 goes to 2, 0 goes to 6, 8 to 4. I used to know these by heart. Now I'm like, what? And also, if it starts on 5, it can go to either 0 or 8. For some reason, 5 is the only number that has 2 options. I mean, doesn't really make much sense. But then again, not much of this game does.
A question from chat here. Have you played the Super Nintendo version?
I have not.
Are you aware that there is one?
I am very aware. I actually am the mod for it, and I have never played it.
Because I guess he's been exposed. Please remove him from the mod status on that board.
No, honestly, there are 2 people on the board, and I do know the run, and I know what to look out for, but I have never played it myself. Just because I don't like it as much as this one. I hear a lot of people say it's a much better game than this one.
That's the guy who's never played it. I mean, and knock it till you try it.
Well, you know what? It sounds like maybe I've got some new ideas for some streams.
There you go.
Play all the games that everybody tells me to play.
As that is a new idea. So guys, if you like this game, you should follow Hyo24. If you don't like this game, you should follow Hyo24 because he sounds like he's going to play something else. So
yeah.
Either way.
Most likely, I will be playing some off-the-wall speedrun that nobody has heard of. Because, honestly, those are the only games I really care about. So, if this level had a boss, it would be this guy coming up. But, you will see, he's not really a boss. Because he's the same character as the ones we've been fighting all thing. But, if you just stand here and duck, he can't hit you. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not paying attention to chat. It's like way over on the side and I can't see it. Alright, so we're going to level 3 now. This is probably the hardest of the 4 levels. So I will need to concentrate a little bit, but it's more or less I just don't want to lose all of my lives and game over. There's really no tech or anything. There's no like fast strats or anything. It's pretty much just a hard board.
I guess this came out like, like late 80s. There was just kind of this movement of kid game, like junior whatevers. There's like Indiana Jones Junior.
That's true.
Like Johnny Quest, I guess, was older, but it's the same kind of thing. Like kind of like just kids versions of a popular show.
Yeah. So yeah, this level you get rocket packs. It's the only level you get a rocket pack, but you get a rocket pack. So here is a clip. As long as you stand in this corner and you do 1 frame turn, he can't hit you. And he always comes right at you, too. So that's a little speed tech right there. You just stand and shoot him. So
like that Indiana Jones Jr. was so prevalent in my head that I honestly, even though it's called James Bond Jr., like until yesterday, I thought that this was Indiana Jones Jr.
Oh yeah.
Like even though it's called James Bond Jr. And I know it's called James Bond Jr. But I've talked to you about James Bond Jr. But in my head, I'm thinking Indiana Jones Jr. I even knew he had a gun, but so did Indiana Jones. I guess.
So the thing that's gonna kill you the most in this level is that electric. Once you get on it, whatever way you're facing, it bounces you. So, and it'll keep on hitting you until you're dead. So you need to bounce over onto another platform. And there are some really tricky spots later on where it's almost impossible not to get bounced a little bit. That's why we have to make sure that our lives are good, because you can lose a life in just a few seconds on this board, just getting stuck on one of those electric whatever they're called, conduits.
Oh yeah, do you have like iframes at all?
You have very little iframes. I mean, oh no, might die. Oh, that was bad. You have like split-second iframes sometimes, and sometimes you actually have real iframes. So this game was coded really well. You'll find some bosses you can just stay in their hitbox, or some enemies you can just stay in their hitbox and they won't hurt you at all.
That was a good tactical death to reset the pattern in this room. I caught that.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't pick up on that, being the expert at this game. I just want to point that out for the audience.
The expert who can't even get on a
I mean, again, the RNG values of your jump height is really important, and you want to have those set correctly. So
yeah,
that was another really. Most people, when they first try to play as casual, they wouldn't know to do that, to miss that platform.
That's true. That's true.
That's why you're watching Hyo play that.
Yeah, you're resetting the board every time. All right, so those things can't be damaged. So, and they knock you back like that. So you want to try to avoid them, and they take a lot of health. Alright, so we're gonna flash this guy.
Oh, that terms of service. Do they need to cut stream?
What? Oh, yeah.
You said you were gonna flash the guy. My mind went the other direction.
Alright, so on this, all we did was we nuked the whole board when we first came in, because there are a lot of little guys that make it really hard to make that climb, so we just kill them all. So we use one of our precious bombs. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, in this level, we're trying to kill 6 control panels. And each control panel has those orbs that you have to kill. Crap. I'm playing really bad.
Back.
Yeah, and you notice he uses a sine wave gun, so it goes, up and down. But if you duck, it always goes into the ground. Let's get all the hamburgers for some help.
It's just like the F in Contra, You just shoot it right into the obstacles. Wonderful technology.
Another great technology in this game is if you're standing and you hit up, you actually turn backwards for no reason at all. Here, I'll show it. Yeah, I mean, that really does nothing.
Oh, hey, oh, yeah. All right. You want to see all angles of this guy.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, crap. So on this level, every time you kill a control panel, it goes to a cutscene, but you can actually get out of the room before the cutscene starts. Uh-oh, that's not good. I actually have to reset the room because I forgot to shoot the top one.
On the edge of my seat here.
There we go. Because those are disappearing blocks.
Now you're fighting
those things from TMNT.
One-legged robot buttocks. That was a very confusing enemy to me.
If you're not confused by this game yet, then...
Well, I mean, James Bond, he didn't fight a lot of robots, but his kid, he fights robots. That's why he's on this mission.
Honestly, I think Junior is better because, I mean, look at the stuff he's having to fight. When was the last time you saw the, Senior having to fight all this stuff?
Oh. He just shoots people. That's it.
Pretty
boring.
Much.
Boring. It's old news. Out with the old, in with the new. James Bond Jr.
Alright, so here's a really hard spot because all we have is our electric, so we need to conserve our rocket pack to get through each of these, while at the same time watching out for those things flying at us.
How do you think security feels? They're watching this guy breaking through flames and electric fields and stuff, wearing a scuba suit for no reason.
All right, here I'm gonna use.
Someone's gonna get fired.
Oh, it actually worked. It didn't work that time. There we go. All right, so we're gonna. There we go. Now, it sounds weird, but I'm actually going to look to die here soon on purpose because we have used up all of our rockets, or jetpack, and if you die, you actually get 50% of your jetpack back. And when you come out of this room, if you look to the left, you will see 2 extra lives that we absolutely have to get to finish this run. So we'll need to have the jetpack.
So you need those extra lives to finish this run, or any run.
Any run.
Okay.
Run. It's almost impossible. I mean, I'm sure somebody. I'm sure somebody could do it. With less deaths than me. Oh yeah. There's the death.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take it easy here. No. Ooh. Come on.
Wall enemies, they remind me of that like vacuum cleaner thing for Mystery Science Theater 3000. Like I guess they're just supposed to be like turrets or something, but they look like a creature of some kind.
They always remind me of like something you would find in a Contra game, I felt like.
Those are your 1-ups, right?
Yes. So I just got 2 1-ups. I am definitely not safe to beat the game, that's for sure. But I am a lot.
Wonder who those faces were on the 1-ups, because they don't look like your character at all.
Alright, so...
Maybe your dad?
Maybe.
James Bond Senior's face.
So we're just going to hold this guy right here. We're going to take a death, but that's okay, because he's going to give us a free life. And now he's also going to give us 5 nukes. or 4. I don't remember how many. But that's the end of level 3. So we're going to hold on to those nukes until the final boss, and I'll explain why. So we won't use them in this level. But
who's that in the cutscene? That was a scary looking dude.
Yeah.
Is that your enemy? Is your enemy? Is that the boss?
Yeah, that is the enemy that you'll never see in this game.
I mean, we just saw him.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, you saw him, but will you really see him?
We're holding out for a sequel, I guess. I mean, you can't really beat the main villain in the very first game. We gotta continue this trilogy.
That's true. And if we know anything about 90s kids cartoons, is they didn't last long.
Well, at this point, I mean, we should be prime for a James Bond III.
Yeah.
I think we could sell that.
Or a Jenny Bond.
Bond, see it, Peacock TV this summer.
Alright. So, with this, our 4th and final level, we'll also get our last power-up that we'll use in the game. And it's basically the formula. Oops, I screwed that up. It's the formula from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And there it is. So we get to turn into Mr. Hyde now. And it's the first time in this game you can actually do hand-to-hand combat.
Dr. Lightfried as well, which is good.
Uh-oh. Yeah. So we'll turn into him, and...
My God, what is...
Yeah, yes.
What is that?
And guess what? We can actually even jump higher now.
Oh, you turn into a monkey. Okay.
And there. See how easy you just do hand-to-hand combat.
Out of hand.
Alright, so we're gonna, kill this monster that's definitely the thing from...
Dude, that is one of the creepiest sprites I've seen in an NES game.
I'm pretty sure it's the thing from the thing.
Yeah, I would say so. Like if its head's kind of popped out like that, they get really long necks or whatever.
Alright, so the only way to make this jump right here is to use the potion, because if you don't have the potion, you actually can't make that jump. So if you run out of the potion, there's no way to progress. Now these light things you can stand on, but if you try to go through them, they actually hurt you. But you can still go through them. So we're going to kill this guy. He's going to give us an extra life. In the 4th level, we're saving scientists. We have 8 scientists to save. 8 Dr. Lights to save. Probably one of them's Dr. Wily too, I'm sure.
Hidden by killer flies.
Most likely they created those, so it's kind of like Mega Man, where the creations come back to haunt the protagonist.
Well done. You've rescued a scientist.
But the 4th board likes to, of course, like most games. Oh crap! Here are the poop bullets.
Oh no! Oh my gosh!
So this thing literally poops out bullets that kill you.
That's an expression, but I won't repeat it. About pooping bullets.
Alright, so we'll kill this fly. But like I was saying, on this level, we'll be doing some scuba diving. We'll be doing pretty much killing all the stuff we've been killing through the whole game. So...
If you said, you think that's a monkey or a wolf man that you turn into?
If I had to guess, I would say wolf man.
There you go. Not the only werewolf game on the NES.
Well, that's true.
This one exists too. Are you looking for marathons out there?
Alright, so
werewolf games.
These stone guys, not that guy, but these I'm about to fight down here, can only be killed by flashbangs. Those guys. So, I guess they are what's the word I'm looking for? Not immune to light. Vulnerable to light. There, yeah. Once again, if you duck, this guy's in his sine wave can't really touch you. And we need more Wolfman juice. Come on, there we go.
Booster Shane is on it. The Teen Wolf, of course. He's dressed like Marty McFly.
But the question is, have we ever had a Teen Wolf game?
Well, now we have, apparently. We just didn't know it this whole time.
I mean, we got the sneakers from... Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Oh, did you just crash the game?
It just crashed the game.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Stay the line. Stay the line. Has that ever happened before?
This has never happened before.
I saw he gave you a password.
Oh, no. I can't do it with the password. Okay. So basically, before we crash, we were going to go underwater. We were going to save 2 more scientists. Hold on. And after we saved those 2 scientists, we were going to go fight the final boss. And after when we get to the final boss, we will have... Oh, come on. Did I hit the wrong thing? Hold on. I'll get it here.
You were going to do it. You were going to do it without taking damage.
Oh, yeah.
Clipping through walls.
Actually,
it was going to be incredible.
Which is it? It's filed to SRM, right?
Yeah.
Why can't I do it? Oh. Of course this would have to happen today.
I'll have an EverDrive expert step up.
Alright. Well, I'll explain it. Yeah, I'm not going to get it. I don't know what's happening to my saves. But you get to the final boss, and you have saved all your nukes. So as soon as you get into the final boss, you use every single nuke. The guy comes to the top and then immediately dies. So literally the final boss, if you don't have those nukes, it's just a bullet hell with... He takes up most of the screen and pretty impossible to dodge. So you die a lot. But if you have the nukes, you just fire those off and he dies right away.
Why wouldn't the password work? Like, why does it give you a password if you can't use it?
Well, the password will take us back to the beginning of that level, but you have none of your weapons. So all those nukes we picked up in level 3 would be gone, which means we'd have to fight that final boss with only 3 lives and no weapons. So I am sorry, guys.
Oh, this is good. This is a good teaser, guys. So check out Hyo's stream. Give him a follow. He'll beat this game on stream. You can see the ending. He'll just give you a taste.
Am I doing this wrong? I haven't used... I know I have a save, but... Oh, you know what? I turned my save states off. Hold on, guys. We're not done yet.
I was gonna suggest that, but whenever I was like, why would it let you pick to load the SRAM if your save states are off?
Hold on, guys.
You get this. This is the second speed run. You probably deleted it.
I probably did. I'm like really screwing up. There we go. Alright, we're gonna get it, guys. I promise. We're gonna at least see the final boss. Alright. Alright, so this would be the setup. You'd be going into the final boss's room. You'd be selecting your nukes. You'd wait for this to go away. And then you'd enter, and you'd 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now you just dodge his bullets. And there, tied. So that is
all right.
That is the final boss right there. So you do see him for a few seconds, but you just nuke him away, and he flies off. Oh crap! This isn't even gonna give us the real ending.
Is this loop 1?
Yeah, this was a loop 1. All right. Well,
no one would have known. Why'd you say it? No one would have known. They don't know what this game looks like.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you got the good ending. Oh, that's the good ending. Wait, all right.
So
he only says this on the good ending. That's great.
Yeah, and then it starts over. Oh crap. Well, thank you all for coming out, and honestly, I decided to do this block to make everybody after me look good. So whoever is after me, just remember what I've done for you. All right.
We're trying to make people look good. I would have turned on my webcam. That would have really...
Well, yeah. I don't think they would go for that, but but thank you all for coming out, and thank you for supporting RETROTHON and RGL TV. And I hope everybody has a great NES Wednesday and a great rest of the RETROTHON. And Aaron, thank you for joining me on commentary. It definitely helped.
Oh man, great job. That was a really fun run, and there's a lot of good runs coming up too.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
All right, everybody, have a great day, and I will see you all later. Bye.